Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house, and today I'm in the house with the Jake Hoback next collaboration Buster here with me for a review, and we're gonna analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this bad boy. But hey, don't forget to like the video and to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this kind of stuff that I'm bringing to you guys. So let's just quickly check out the size of this guy. It's not a small boy yet. No, this is 9.5 inches, or in centimeters, if you're across the pond, it's going to be 24 centimeters. So it's a big boy with a, I would say, 10.5 centimeters long blade, or 4 inches in imperial, and 5.25 inches long handle, or like right about 13.5 centimeters. Let's just quickly check this guy up against some options. Look at this. This is the Ontario Rat number 2. And it's, yeah, kind of small compared to that. And what about this guy, Ontario Rat number 1? Yeah, it's still smaller than that. That's a big boy, I'm telling you. Let me show you something tiny. This is the Benchmade Mini Bug Out, and it's kind of like dwarfed by the size of the Buster. And this is the Benchmade Bug Out. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot to say a big thank you to my buddy Branding for sending this guy along for me to be able to share it with you guys. So, thanks, man. Then next up, you've got Spyderco Para 3 and, of course, Spyderco Paramilitary 2 to give you an idea of the sheer size of this beast. And another couple options I want to show you guys. This is the Chris Reeve Knives Small Sebenza 21, and of course, I'm going to show you like a large Sebenza 21. Look at that. Really impressive, the size. That's a 3.6 inch long blade, guys, by the way. Another big boy here, we've got the Snafu Custom Knife Factory, Peter Rassenti designed, a beautiful knife. And usually I was showing you at this point the Custom Knife Factory 520, but yeah, no, that evolved into a custom 520, and that's a fantastic thing. For me, I guess it's fantastic. Kami Flipper, Shirogov Sienkiewicz collaboration right there. And yeah, we are increasing in price, as you notice. This is the Koenig Knives Arius Generation 4 Style 55. What else can I show you guys? Just another couple here, because we have them here. This is the Hinder Knives XM18 3.5 inch long blade, and just something a little bit smaller. This is the Vero Impulse right over there. And what else? Just last two guys, just because I love these two guys. Shirogorov Custom Division, that is the Neon NL, and boom, Shirogorov Custom Division F95 Antique. So you have pretty much an idea of how big this guy is. And yeah, it's not a small boy. It's a titanium frame lock, DLC coated fallout finish, collaboration between Snex and Jake Hoback. Sound 23, Hoback right over here, Snex right over there. You can see this is some like a work of art. Snex is a Malaysian designer. It's fantastic. He's made like just great knives. It's crazy stuff. I really appreciate his work, and I appreciate also this guy. It's a big boy, guys. It's not like a small one by any means, but it's, I mean, come on, look at this. This guy looks clean, looks good. I mean, it's there's so many things going on. There's like an honeycomb kind of mesh going on in the handle. They reduced some weight by doing that. There's just a cutout right over here, which is on 2 different levels. You've got some also like some layers kind of like over here. Nice chamfering going on all the way around. You've got some internal chamfering. You see the internal milling they did. Can see maybe through the holes like that. I mean, they removed quite some material, but still it is kind of like heavy. We're gonna check it in a second. This is made in the US, and it's a titanium frame lock with this fallout black DLC coated finish, which is it makes it look like pretty mean and murdered out. I love it. There's like a nice finger groove going on over here for like a nice purchase. Of course, this guy is sporting a titanium backspacer with an integrated lanyard hole option over here, which is kind of like nice because it's hidden. So really cool design option over there. Tip perfectly centered in this centering backspacer, and it's safely recessed, so you cannot, you're not going to be able to snag your finger or anything. Flipper tab, really nice. It works like with a push button, or it works with a light switch, so no problems whatsoever. There's some nice jimping and some nice chamfering going on around this flipper tab, so it's pretty good to go. You've got T8 Torx bit screws to these are Allen wrenches, and they are included in the package for you to take this guy apart, and that's gonna be like a breeze because you just have one pivot and one handle screw right there, and you're done. These screws are not protruding, just flush with the handle, and they are blacked out, of course. You've got a stainless steel lock face insert, which you can maybe appreciate from this angle, and it's screwed in from the outside. And this little screw, it's like the Hoback adjustable detent, so it's because it's a rolling detent, so you can just decide, you can just use the tool over here to increase or decrease the height of the detent, and that's a really cool thing. Then you've got a tip-up carry only, nicely milled titanium pocket clip. It's not reversible, it's just gonna stay there, and it's gonna show like this much knife sticking out from your pocket, so just keep that in mind. But the tension is very good, and the design, of course, is matching this honeycomb that is going on around the scales. Really like these cutouts, these layers of milling that are going on the scale are really cool, really attractive, I have to say. This is a 4-inch long Wharncliffe blade, and it's a beast. I mean, there's some nice jimping going on over here, not too aggressive, little divot, so you can, it's like an index, so you know where the jimping is going on, and you can even like use it like that with the tip of your thumb, like just to apply even more pressure, and it's great. It's like a pretty wide chamfering going on, like almost like a swedge, but I would say more chamfering, a little flat over here. Flat grind. You've got no chamfering on the descending part towards the tip. Straight edge, 4 inches of straight edge going up to the sharpening choil. Nice plunge grind, which is a curve. It's not like a Shirogoro, for example, which is like a triangular one. There's a radius here, so it's really cool. And then you've got some chamfering going on around the flipper tab, and that's it. So let's just quickly check how thick this guy is. So let's see. Stock thickness is going to be 0.1885 inches, and let's just see. Behind the edge is going to be 0.020. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Nice. It's going to be a nice slicer. It's going to be a beast. You have the edge is nice and symmetric. The grinds are also executed in a really cool way. Pretty nicely done, I have to say. There is no billboarding going on whatsoever, only snacks here and Psalm 23 and Hoback right there, and that's it. So, guys, this is really interesting knife for this sound. Check this out. You would expect something louder by a big boy like that, and menacing and mean and murdered out. You would expect something, it is a big boy, heavy blade, and you would expect something loud and percussive, but no. You have a nice whoosh when the blade is whipping out. And it dampens out when you close the blade. But it's a rich click, but it's not loud. It's not that percussive. Not piercing. It's not resounding. But it's a sharp clack and a beautiful thud when you close the blade. So I appreciate this sound. It's really pleasant. Very good. Let's just quickly check the weight, because the card that this guy came with says 6.6 ounces, but it's lying because it's actually 6.41 ounces. So it's kind of lighter than what they state on the card. The feel in the hand is really good. There's no hot spots whatsoever. When I squeeze into this blade, it's really good. Zero sharp edges. The lock bar is quite easy to release. So you see, I was impressed, honestly, because there's not like they're symmetric, so there's not like a cutout per se, but there's enough room here for your thumb just to go in and just close the blade like that. So yeah, I like that option. I would have preferred maybe a little bit of jimping, to be honest, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. Feels good in the hand. You can actually choke up. It's not a finger choil, this guy, but you can kind of maybe use your fingertip like that. Just be careful, but I wouldn't. I would just take advantage of this dimple like that, just to know and do where the jimping is ending, and just to do a little bit more advanced grip. But like that, yeah, it's gonna feel absolutely good. Also, like reverse grip feels great. There's a little bit this hotspot going on only when you do the reverse grip. I just feel that, but beside that, this guy feels absolutely solid, sturdy. Look at the size of the full back spacer going on over here. Is just like the rigidity going on is great. The texturing is gonna add some grippiness to your purchase when you. This is not slippery knife. It's not gonna go anywhere. And also fit and finish. I have to say, I was surprised. Nice centered blade. There's no blade play, of course. Everything is well put together. There's no rattling, it's not slippery, there's no gaps, no misalignment, everything feels in the right place, everything is flush, and it's well put together. It's a beast of a knife. Also, there's no finger soreness when you do like the light switch, absolutely. If you do push button, maybe a little bit, not even here in the disengagement of the lock bar. You've got some nice clip ramp entrance angle, and it's gonna be nicely done in the pocket. It doesn't get snagged in this external cutout for the lock bar, so it's good. This guy's running on bearings, and the action is just this. Like, I mean, guys, look at that. I mean, don't do this at home because you might be chopping your fingers, but I mean, this guy's smooth. Like, the deployment of the blade is not the fastest of them all, but the closing action, as soon as you overcome this detent ball ramp, which by the way is, you see, there's no hard step, it's quite soft, but it's kind of steep. So you need to overcome that and boom, and then you have the guillotine effect. So as soon as you disengage the lock bar, this guy wants to just close down, and it's doing it in a very, very pleasant way. I am surprised. I mean, this is a big boy, big blade, so it's heavy, so you're expecting something like that, but it's a fun one, guys, to fidget with too, even if it's a big one. So great opening action. It's not super fast, but fantastic closing action. Detent strength is on the medium side, so nicely tuned in. And then you have a little bit of ding. Nice detent suction here at the end, and overall, I mean, this is a very cool knife, guys. This is a big boy. It's heavy, but it's mean looking. It's menacing. It's murdered out. I like it. It's the Jake Hoback collaboration Buster right over here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So there you have it. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.